Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is Consumers Daily Show, where we believe advertising is awesome, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the wild web today. It is Monday, August 17th, 2026, in the year of our Lord. We're coming to you live and in living color from a beautiful yet undisclosed location hidden in the Austin, Texas hills. We're brought to you by Slash, Postscript, Rocked, Aftercell, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligems, North Beam, and Seguno. And boy, have we got a jam-packed show for you today. Alex Cooper's Unwell shutting down the beverage that is simultaneously while her company is valued at a $500 million of worth. Is this the future of CPG? Is there going to be celebrities and much maligned and popularized drinks here forward? We're going to get into it. TikTok is now outselling TikTok Shop, outselling the likes of Target and Costco online. It is true. We're going to be diving into it. Savannah Bananas and Frozen have done an IRL collaboration, and methinks the MLB needs to be on watch because they are going to be replaced. And I mean this very much so. Burger King is surging. Why? Because advertising works. They are now solidly number 2 in the midst of the burger wars. We're going to be joined by Kyle Hency, co-founder, CEO of GoodDay Software, formerly of Chubby's Lore. We're going to have Chris Orzy, founder of Orzy Media, at the top of the show. We're going to be joined by Jason Levin, the Memelord himself, coming back to the show today, as well as Jordan Menard, okay, founder of Motif Digital Instant Hydration. What is the man doing next? Hopefully we find out. No Colin Dougherty today. But this day, joined by the one and only Kyle Hency and Chris Orzy. Let's bring them inside of this show. Producer Jack, get them inside of here. Where's that? Oh, we need the clap.
Let's go.
We need the clap. Gentlemen, appreciate you making the time joining the show today. Much ado upon the webs. Top of the show here is the one and only Alex Cooper. Everybody knows Call Her Daddy. Probably the most popular podcast in the world, at least for a period of time. News came out, her drink is shutting down. This story comes to us by way of Bloomberg. And the title says it all. Call Her Daddy, Alex Cooper's Unwell beverage to be shut down. The interesting piece here is that while all this is happening, her company in total was valued at $500 million as of late. I read to you to give you some details. Top podcaster Alex Cooper's beverage business is shutting down, demonstrating the challenges online creators often have in diversifying their work away from content. Cooper's Unwell beverage company, which she launched in partnership with Nestle in 2025, kind of crazy, is planning to introduce more flavors tied to the Halloween season and will subsequently cease production across all of the brand's line of beverages, according to people familiar with the matter. Target, brand's main distribution partner, is selling through its supply, people said, asking not to be named because they aren't authorized to speak on the plans publicly. When it debuted, many of us, kind of know this was like a Prime-esque play. Initial line came in 3 flavors, contained electrolytes, vitamins, caffeine. Brand soon added protein and energy-focused beverages. They're often seen with her on all of the episodes in the cuts. To be honest, I'm surprised by this. I'm surprised simply because it's like A-list influencer, partnered with a beverage that should win. Why should it not? Apparently not a few years ago, like the success that Prime saw on its initial launch. We'll start with you here, Kyle Hency. Your thoughts on this? What's going on? Why did Unwell not do so well?
I mean, the irony of the name is a little bit brutal in the headline. But yeah, I look. You also can't disconnect the event, which is raise money at a $500 million valuation for the core business. And so you can almost guarantee that as a part of that deal, somebody was like, "Hey, what are you focused on? Like, are you in the drink business or are you in the media business?" And so, somebody who's started many businesses. I mean, those are both hard businesses. businesses. This is a wild world we're living in. So my gut is she was probably just like, hey, like my heart is in this media piece. This is what I'm really great at. Let's just focus down. I'm sure her new investors, I'm sure, we're a part of that conversation.
Orzy, what do you make of this? I wonder about the name in total, Unwell. I just wonder about it, like from a first principles kind of deal. What do you make of this, Chris?
It violates like the first rule of advertising, which is like the product is supposed to be aspirational. Like if I came out with a drink that was like, hey, I have this new drink, it's called Poison. Do you want to drink some poison? Like people probably be like, I don't know. First, what's in it? Second, like what's it gonna do to me, right? So when you think about it from, I'm a words guy, right? So like when you think about it from a naming perspective, I don't know, I saw the ingredient list, like I never tried it. I said it might be a great drink, but like it's not an aspirational thing to be unwell, right? So right off the, like when you contrast this with Yapper, TJ Bongiorno's, drink.
Yep.
Yapper is aspirational. It's like, I am going out. I want to have fun. I want to not be like in my shell. I want to get over my social anxiety or like whatever it is. Like, it's kind of like Mario taking the mushroom and turning into like Super Mario, right? Like,
right.
That's what the product is. So like, if you take a Yapper, you're like, oh, I can see the benefit. It's like laced into the name. Even his company, the Outgoing Company, it's like, well, any of the products you buy are going to make you outgoing, which is aspirational, right? It's like a benefit. When I think about Unwell, it's like, I don't know if I want to put that on my body, like whatever it is, like just the name stops you. So I think, again, I don't know the economics of the business inside. It obviously wasn't doing as well as it could have been, but I think the name alone, it was kind of doomed from the start.
I too wonder about the name, simply because of this point. I know, Alex's hypothesis, coming out on this whole endeavor into CPG, into energy drinks, et cetera, was that, hey, when I look at the energy drink aisle, I'm inside the C-store, I'm looking at the fridge, everything is designed for a man. And we need to have some girly drinks, something that is marketed purposely for women. And I think that in and of itself is a great place to start. I mean, this is like her whole shtick, her whole audience is bringing oftentimes, controversial things that normally wouldn't be spoken on and just bringing them to the forefront, being honest, talking about them. Her audience is largely female. That to me is a great place to start. Where I get lost is the Unwell piece, because I'm, obviously I am not a, I'm not a hip happening career woman. And I don't think I ever will be. But if I am drinking said drink, I don't know that I want to market myself as unwell. I just don't think that I do. I don't think that I do. And I think this aspirational piece with the name Unwell is missing. I wonder this, Kyle. Yeah, I think the raising the money and the valuation is very valid point. Very valid point. In my mind, probably they're sitting down with her and they're looking at the P&L and they're thinking like, hey, there's more margin on words than there are on water in a can. Like, let's cut this loser. Like it may be a little bit of a PR hit for a period of time, but your margin's so much better over here. Like, let's just focus on what's working. I mean, what do you think that conversation looked like?
I mean, we fast forward 3 months from today and see you later, never heard of it, moved on to the next thing. So I think, like, to me, it's exactly that, and they're moving forward. But I do want to go back. I mean, let's just talk about the name Chubbies.
Yeah.
Maybe, using your argument, right? Like that, Chris, there's a little bit something to it where I think you're right, and it's a super valid point, is like, if the thing you're projecting is inherently downward pressure or has that sort of feel to it, I just think it doesn't have gravity. It doesn't spread, right? And so just imagine yourself on Instagram with your family being like, look at this energy drink I'm cranking. Like, I'm unwell. It's so hard to imagine doing that. Whereas it's like, we were talking about Lunin. We were talking about Lunin water earlier. I'm like, yeah, I'm healthy. I'm chugging water out here. Yeah, right. That feels so much easier.
Yeah, I feel like with like Chubbies, obviously, yeah, I think Chubbies is like a name that men can like rally around, Totally. It's like whether I'm, maybe I'm a little overweight or maybe it's, referring to something you know,
In fairness,
anatomically, you know,
it does
I don't
have
know.
two meanings, and one of them could be aspirational, right? So, like, I
Good day.
So,
Good day.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. I will say, you know, it's like Elon's made this point a lot about Anthropic. He's like, he called it Anthropic. It's bound to be misanthropic. I don't know if that applies as neatly here, but I do think there is something about the name. There's something about the name just as a foundation, you know, of beginning and moving forward. Methinks she's not going to have any money problems. I think she's so popular at this point. I just saw her. She had like some conversation with Rose of Blackpink, which we know producer Jack is a big fan of. That means a lot, you know, inside of our company. If producer Jack's a big fan, you know, that kind of thing. There's a lot more margin on words than there are canned water, but I wish this could have worked out just because I think it's kind of cool for her to do it. Orzy, last words for you.
Yeah, people are interesting. Like, I remember reading, this is kind of related to the naming thing. Like, I was reading this thing from Gary Bencivenga, who's like probably the greatest living direct response copywriter. And he was talking about in the direct mail days, they would like watch people interact with the ads or the direct mail pieces. And they noticed that, like, if there was like an image, like in a space ad with like a human, and the coupon was like by the person's head, and you had to like cut the person's head off to like get to the coupon, people would like cut around the person's head. And like, it's a very like subconscious thing, right? And people are weird. And like, that's just the main point I'm trying to drive home with like the naming and the positioning and the aspirational stuff is like, people will consciously tell you one thing, like, oh, Unwell, that's funny because maybe you joke around about like, you know, bad stuff that happens in your life on the podcast. And like, so this is kind of like a fit and it's an extension of that. Sure. But like in their subconscious mind, they're like not going to engage with it that way. So yeah, naming is important. It has to be like fun, you know, like even with Chubbies, like Chubbies is kind of like, it's fun. It sounds fun. You know what I mean? Like, and fun is a form like that falls under the umbrella of aspirational, you know? So,
you know, I think interesting on this Unwell piece, you know, like you're going out, you're having a good time, whatever. Maybe you are unwell and that's why you need the hydration and the energy. You know, Waterboy has like cracked this whole like angle so well. And like somehow like their name is like, it's like positive, you know, it's like not getting in the way. But they took this whole position like, hey, you went out and partied the whole night and you need a little boost, you need to get hydrated, like Water Boys for you. There's like a way to crack that without like naming the whole thing like Unwell. You know, there's a way to go about it that probably allows you to win more in more categories and beyond. Well, we mourn the loss of the Unwell drink, but methinks Alex Cooper will continue up and to the right. Moving forward, gentlemen, to our stories of the day. A word from our sponsors over at Northbeam. Play it for us, producer Jack. If you're in the ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that, Shopify says I made this much, I spent that much. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data. Starting from the actual purchase, rebuilding the customer journey from real orders, real clicks, real verified ad views, and then pushing that measurement back into the ad platform so they optimize on what's actually driving your revenue, not what those platforms assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io, book your demo today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of the show. What do you think of that, Kyle Hency? I don't know if you've seen that. We added that up with the little ad reads and the cutaway. What do you think of that? Can I get a yay and nay?
Dude, I like it.
10?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. It's new. It's a new vibe.
Okay. Well, we try to innovate here on the show.
That's like you took the bar and you raised it.
I'm trying.
That's good.
That's what we're trying to do. Trying to do like you guys over at Chubbies and GoodDay do. Gentlemen, TikTok Shop continues to crush. And if there are deniers out there still, methinks this stat will be a help. This article comes to us by way of informat.ro. Okay, website I never heard before. Okay. But the article says this: American spending on TikTok Shop exceeded in July spending at retailers like Target and Costco, believe it or not. According to data from Consumer Edge, American spending on TikTok Shop exceeded in July online spending at major retailers such as Target, Costco, or Home Depot. Michael Gunther, Senior VP at Consumer Edge, described this growth as massive. I would agree. TikTok Shop now accounts for approximately 2% of total e-commerce spending in the U.S., a significant increase from 1.2% a year ago. I know some people may think, oh, 2%, that's like quite small. I don't think so. To me, like making more than Target, Costco, Home Depot online says a lot. TikTok aims to compete with giants like Amazon and Walmart, considering the introduction of a membership program similar to Amazon Prime that is forthcoming, which offers free shipping and other benefits, really targeting Amazon there specifically. In last year's Black Friday and Cyber Monday week, TikTok Shop generated over $500 million in sales, attracting major brands like Samsung and Disney. This transformation of TikTok from an entertainment app into a real competitor in the e-com market underscores its strategy to combine short video content with advanced selling functionalities. We start here with you, Chris Orzy, living in one of the most delightful places in the whole world, New Jersey. Not the armpit of America, but the delight of all suburb families and where everyone wants to live and spend their time. What do you make of this? Are you buying this? Are you selling this? TikTok Shop, yay, nay? Do you see it continuing to grow and become a real threat to Amazon Prime and more?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, like, I think that, like, obviously Amazon's like hugely popular, right? And they're the 800-pound gorilla. But the thing with Amazon is like you don't really have any opportunity to like get in. Like you have images and you have text in the description and reviews, and like that's the only weapon you have to sell. Like it doesn't give people any kind of like infrastructure to maybe they're rolling some newer things out now, but like it's not really built to be like a platform where you could like actually influence the result other than like search. I just think the comparison that they're drawing in that article is interesting because like with Target, like Target is one of those things, like obviously like a lot of people go to Target, a lot of women go to Target. Like when women run errands, what that means is like I'm gonna go get a coffee and then like go to Target, and like that's called errands, right? So like that is an experience, and that's like, so when you shop online at Target, it kind of like takes, like it's an emergency when you have to buy something from Target, right? Like it's like I can't get there, my day's ruined, I will just buy this online. It's like not the ideal scenario. The funny thing is with Home Depot is actually a pilgrimage, right? Like men will go there and it's the same kind of thing, right? They're like, my errands are, I got to go to Home Depot. I got to get lumber. I got to get a tree. I got to get tools. I got to get a toilet seat, right? And like, those are like, can you order those things off like a TikTok shop? Like, yeah, I guess you probably could. You could probably sell anything there, I would imagine. But, and then Costco is a religion, right? Like Costco is essentially like the experience is like going on your weekly voyage to Costco, right? Like it's like you have to go and it's the ritual of it, right? It's like, so, I look at those things and it's like, sure, they're outselling those other outlets, but like, I don't think the real value prospect of at least those three companies in particular is going to be found in e-commerce. It doesn't mean that they're not going to grow their e-commerce divisions. I think obviously they have an opportunity to, but like it kind of takes all the fun out of it. Whereas like TikTok is like a lot of those products that are found on TikTok Shop, you're not necessarily going to find them in like a retail environment that's more experiential. That's just kind of like my opinion.
No, I think it's true. I think it's true. I do think it's merit worthy simply because, they're big names. But yeah, the totally different use case. I do think that they want to go after Amazon, which is a big boy to bite, But I do think they want that because they're tired of everybody saying like, oh yeah, like you're not gonna make your money here. Like, you feel the halo effect on Amazon. That's where you're really gonna see it. I think they're tired of that. What do you think on this, Kyle? Are you buying? Are you selling? What do you think of TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, what's kind of interesting is TikTok Shop's been around for a long time, still feels really early. I mean, if you're talking about growing from 1.2 to 2%, that means every one of those brands who was humming at 1.2% is seeing that channel grow like 70%. So if you want to talk about getting a bunch of e-commerce folks excited about next year's growth, tell them they're going to continue to grow that channel by that speed, right? Like I think they're going to be really excited. So you have to really zero in and say like, for this channel, for what I'm spending, how fast is it growing? So as a percentage of the total growth, it's probably a pretty nice percentage for some of these early brands. I know at GoodDay, like we see a lot of granular information for hundreds of brands, and absolutely we're seeing every day people show up on our door saying we need to be integrated with Fulfill by TikTok the same way
Oof.
we need to be integrated with Fulfill by Amazon. So I would say we're definitely seeing it every day.
Oh.
So the idea that that's not coming feels like it's we're already too far through. Like it's coming, but I do think like if you ask yourself, like we've been doing this kind of experimentation phase with TikTok Shop for half a decade now. Right. And I think it's like starting to like really stick and scale. And it's, you know, just to go to Chris's point, I think it's like a mix of like the shopper themselves. It's like a mix of entertainment and shopping. And then what they're doing with the services is they're layering in utility. So now you marry up utility with that entertainment piece. That's actually more fun and interesting than what you're doing with Amazon, for example. Yeah. Right. It's just raw utility in there. Right. Yeah. So like to me, I think there's definitely like groups of shoppers who will naturally go to TikTok for a lot of their shopping and naturally go to Amazon for some of theirs and naturally go direct to site or whatever. But like put yourself in the brand shoes. You better be everywhere. That's my message. You better be everywhere.
Yeah, better be. And I do have to say this. Like anybody who's still not convinced on TikTok Shop, I think TikTok Shop needs to go and pay Hudson over at Comfort and everybody who is purporting, evangelizing this method of like, hey, you go affiliates and you go TikTok Shop hardcore, and then they produce 7,000 videos for you, and then you go run them on Meta and you go run them everywhere. Like TikTok Shop needs to pay those people because, man, it's like funding their whole thing. If they want to go and attack Amazon, they want to go attack the 800-pound gorilla. Like you come for the king, you best not miss. They need to be stoking this fire because like this method, it like actually works. We had Alex Rudolph, T-Bar Partners. These guys are 20 years old. They're out of Nowheresville, Midwest, Indiana. And bro, they are running up TikTok Shop for like the biggest brands inside of our space. It's very impressive. And the whole piece is like, hey man, you recruit these creators, you get them together, and then you keep them forever. And then you get, umpteen thousand creatives for you to use anywhere and everywhere. I think as long as this method continues to work, and maybe, TikTok Shop just irons out their own profitability in the long run, could really be the case. But the fact remains, I have never experienced a more entertaining interface than TikTok, period. It's the easiest way to lose 3 hours. It's just to go on there and like start. Oh yeah, keep them coming, baby.
I have one for you.
Yeah,
I have one for you. And this is tailing off of your own intuition on live, right? Yeah. I mean, I do think live commerce is making a run in a way that I would have 2 years ago. I'd have been like, nah, we're good. We don't need that. We don't need live commerce like QVC style. Like, what is that? Man, these young kids are loving live commerce, and I'm like, wow. Oh man, you make me feel old. I can't even imagine doing what you're doing. Like you're like one-to-one marketing these things. I'm telling you, I walk around to brands. I'll walk through their warehouse. They're like, "Oh, this is our studio. This is our live studio where we're selling one golf shirt to the next." It's so sick.
I love that. And this is like the crazy thing about the live piece. TikTok is going after this with TikTok auctions. They see what's happening with whatnot, and they're like, no, can't allow that. Okay, we got to be the owner of that, which I think is smart of them. Sometimes people, these brands, they don't have like some may not have like a huge amount of people watching them online, but just take this into like an online retail, or take it into like an IRL retail kind of picture metaphor in your mind. If you had 50 people walking around inside of your little brand's retail store in insert strip mall America, if you had 50 people walking around inside your store, you would not close the thing. You would think like, oh, great win, we got 50 people walking around in there. Like that is what is possible with live commerce and more. And we've had the stories on here, but I'm bullish. I'm big time bullish TikTok Shop. I wasn't always this way, but and they continue to innovate, and I'm interested. Continuing to watch. Next here, gentlemen, Savannah Bananas and Frozen collaboration. Chris, do you have kids? You got kids, Orzy? I think you do, don't you?
I got 3, 6, 4, and 1.
Okay, I got a 9, almost. I got 9, 7, 4, and 2. And Kyle, I know you got kids. They may
Yeah.
yours may not have been as excited about Savannah Bananas and Frozen as mine were. Were they?
9,
Maybe.
7, and 4, and I gotta say that 4-year-old girl is like she is Elsa. So
Right.
I don't. I call her Hadley, but she thinks of herself as Elsa. So I mean,
I was so impressed with this. I bring this up because I think there's a huge point for everyone in consumer. Producer Jack, bring this video up for us and just play this thing. Give us a little sound for a little while. Play this thing just so that everybody can like see what is happening here. Okay.
The window is open.
Okay, this is real.
I didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we owned 8,000 salad plates?
And it's this is magic. This is magic. Okay, you can bring the volume down here, Producer Jack. You can take it down. The point here is they are having real life Elsa. Her name is Kristen Bell, I believe. Kristen Bell. Yes, Kristen Bell, famous actress. Okay, beautiful, married to Dax Shepard, I believe, or I think they're still married. Anyway, the fact that Savannah Bananas is doing this and continues to crush, I say a few other things. They continue to sell out MLB stadiums everywhere. They have also sold out Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Okay, 100,000 plus. Okay, and I asked the question: is there an MLB team in America? Are there two, like, Dodgers and Yankees or Dodgers and whoever? I don't know. You pick them. Can they go and sell out a game in College Station? I don't know that they can. But I say all this to say, like, Savannah Bananas is creating magic. And I believe, other than other like professional sports like football and basketball, whatever, college football becoming more popular, I think the biggest competitor to the MLB out there is a much more fun, completely different product than the Savannah Bananas. And I legitimately think that Banana Ball could surpass and overtake the MLB entirely. And I say this to say, like, there's a big point here about competition and doing something completely different than whoever the 800-pound gorilla is inside of your space. Your thoughts on this? We'll start with you, Kyle Hency. Your thoughts on this, sir?
oh man, cool. I couldn't agree with your last statement that you just made anymore. I mean, like, Major League Baseball is such an institution. You can't roll in there with like a slightly different version of the same thing.
Right.
So I do think that this is I mean, and I've actually listened to that guy talk. I think he was on 60 Minutes or something like over the last couple of months. And I mean, he was literally sitting there being like, this game's boring. How do I make it fun? And then went as extreme as possible. So here we are, Savannah Banana with Elsa, and I'm sure Olaf was in there and the rest of the Frozen crew. But like, it's insane that there's 50,000 people there. I've also heard the prices of the tickets are out of control. So it's not just that they're filling these stadiums, it's that the tickets in many cases are like more expensive than a Major League Baseball ticket.
Yeah, it's very impressive. And they just continue to win and win and win. They live stream on YouTube and all of the things. Orzy, what do you make of this?
Yeah, I think it's funny. I see people post clips of them and all these like hardcore baseball people are like, that's not real baseball. This is an embarrassment. I'm like, it's like they're talking past each other, right? Like it's a completely different. I don't want to say it's a completely different sport, but it's a different avatar, right? Like the person who goes to a Savannah Bananas game is like they might go to a major league game, but not necessarily, right? And then the person who like really enjoys major league is probably not going to go to that game unless like their kids want to go. So like I think it's just a bigger TAM, you know what I mean, in terms of like people with kids who are looking to entertain them, because kids need constant, never-ending entertainment. You know, like always, like there's no off switch, right? Like so they always. It's like, well, what are you going to do? Like you take them to the arcade, you take them to the park, you take them to the pool, and they've done that 5 times. It's like, okay, well, what's next, right? So giving people like an outlet, it's something new, it's an exciting, and it is like an engaging thing, because if it's combining sports and music and dancing and all this other stuff, like it's hitting a very wide market and it's genuinely entertaining, right? Like I don't think you're going to sit there and be like, this is boring. You might say you don't like the particular style of entertainment, but it's not a boring, like it's a spectacle, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Like it's a completely different, it's not the same. It's not a one-to-one comparison. And I think what they're doing is, I just wish I owned that organization. I read the book, it's called Get Different by Mike McAllowitz, and he did this was years ago. This book came out, and he did a profile of them before they kind of blew up, and he was kind of documenting how they went through that process of differentiation, and now it's just exploded, and I think it's just I think they got a very long runway, and man, wish I could own that business.
Yeah. I do too.
And if podcast, I'd be on a yacht today,
I'd be at the ball game is what I would be. And if they're interested in opening an Austin market team, I think I won't speak for Kyle, but I'm very interested. Okay, I'm very interested in playing a role in that. The thing that I find compelling, I do think there's something here that you're hitting on Avatar. I do think there's crossover with baseball families, but it's the kids. Which game do they want to go to? Which game do they want to go to? They want to go to the Savannah Bananas game. They do. My next door neighbor, intense travel baseball family. And I used to work at Bruce Bolt, which was an intense travel baseball focused mainly. That was core target audience is travel baseball families. Okay, those kids, the players that they look up to, I would challenge them to name 10 MLB baseball players, which I could as a kid. When I could rattle them off. I could rattle off the entire Texas Rangers roster. Okay, I could rattle off the All-Stars voting every year, had all the cards, etc. Now, and I bring up this next video, Producer Jack. There is a young man on the Savannah Bananas team. His name's Coach Rack. Okay, I worked with Coach Rack when he was just a young, new social creator doing baseball things. Play this for us. Sound off, Producer Jack. Okay, this guy has now built an incredible audience. You're seeing him do incredible things on the field: backflip, jump, catch it in the air. Okay, Coach Rack, I promise, is more well known than 99% of MLB baseball players. Coach Rack. And if kids had an opportunity, who do I want to meet and get an autograph from? They're choosing Coach Rack. They're choosing Coach Rack. I know this. I believe it. And we had the economics behind it at Bruce Bowl. It's hey, we're doing something with said pro baseball player. Okay, it gets that kind of result. Hey, now we're doing something with Coach Rack. We're making him a glove. We're getting blah 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 blah. Like, share, comment. Bye. The difference is ginormous. And so my big takeaway from this is if you want to take down the big boy, you go in the complete opposite direction. You just do something totally different. And maybe they win over here for a long time. I think something's interesting is that they are starting Banana Ball for kids. And I wonder how this impacts the Little League game, how this impacts the Little League World Series, because it's we're going to make baseball more fun for kids. We're going to roll this out across the country. I think this is an interesting one to watch. I really think so. Final word from you on this, Kyle. You got anything on this?
Yeah, I mean, another one in the win column for being polarizing on the branding side, because it's just so polarizing and just spreads on its own. So that's really cool to see that. But I'm just trying to imagine. I'm just thinking through what you're sharing, and I'm imagining if my son's first baseball game he ever saw was one of these games. When you took him to the Major League Baseball game, he'd be like, "What? This is the lamest thing ever." So it's so funny, because I think as adults we kind of look at this and we're oh, it's a joke, it's funny, it's I don't know, a dancing thing. It's not baseball. But you could totally imagine the opposite. It's oh, it's a slow motion boring version of the thing we went to before.
I think I'll take the fast and entertaining one. For me, I have actually watched Banana Ball live on YouTube this year. And I can count on one hand how many MLB games I have watched. That is zero. But take it for what it's worth. Last story of the day here, gentlemen. The burger wars are actually real again. Okay, Burger King surging. Why? Because advertising works. Words mean something. This coming to us by way of the WSJ, the Wall Street Journal. Some quick facts for us here. I'm sure we all remember the McDonald's, the product, CEO tasting the thing, tiny bite. We all remember this, okay? Getting flamed on the internet for that. And then president of Burger King doing the same thing, big bite, mayonnaise all over the face, Call me. I know Burger King's kind of tripping. Call me. We want to make it better. Okay. He actually fielded over 3,500 calls. Okay. Article points this out. I felt the messaging, the advertising, I thought it was great. Okay. How is Burger King actually doing sales wise? Thereafter, earlier this month, Burger King reported an 8.5% increase in U.S. same-store sales over its most recent quarter, beating McDonald's result by the largest margin in at least 2 years. Wendy's U.S. same-store sales declined by 7%. Burger King topped both of its main rivals in visit growth in July, according to Placer.ai, which analyzes foot traffic. Burger King has reclaimed the number 2 spot among U.S. burger chains, bumping aside Wendy's in terms of U.S. sales over the 12 months ended June 30th, company filings show. Curtis himself played a starring role, turnaround effort, featured in videos, Burger King's social media accounts. He encourages people to call him directly. Company said he personally took 3,300 calls. Orzy, your thoughts on this as a man of words? What do you make of this? I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. You know, they've done a lot of kind of like strange things with their advertising over the years. I always cracked up at the king, you know, the big like character.
Right.
There's that one meme that's like the king standing over the guy's bed. He's like, "Where is your god now?" You know, like that's a funny meme I use sometimes. But they've always had like some kind of like really out of the box advertising. They did that one with the moldy burger, which was kind of interesting. It seems like they're moving in the right direction. With Wendy's, like, you know, McDonald's, I feel like, I don't know, I could be wrong. I feel like it'll always be number one. I'm a huge McDonald's guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it just goes back to what Ray Kroc said, you know, from if you watch the movie The Founder, there's that one line. I don't know if he actually said this, but, you know, when he was at the end, he's like, you know, you see that name, McDonald's, and it just feels like America. And like it's going to be very hard to kind of like unseat that in people's brains, right, from like a branding perspective. But, you know, okay, so fine, right? That's the number one, but like the number 2 spot can be one essentially, you know, just by like, I don't know what advantages it has over Burger King, where like, you know, if Wendy's brought back the solarium and the old branding, I think they would instantly start seeing more traffic. You know what I'm talking about? Like the
I do.
Like, and the fun, like the old timey, like bright yellow and bright red, like hitting that nostalgia, like that would be such an obvious thing for them to do. But they all, like, it's weird. A lot of these places, they kind of all just moved in lockstep and made their stores very bland and kind of like, not like core, I don't know what the word is, but like almost like brutalist to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
So so when that happens and everyone's kind of like, you know, reverting to the mean and doing the same thing, it gives you an opportunity to kind of like zag, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle, quickly, your last thoughts on this?
I mean, I also like I think of these moments as like a transition moment. It's like, okay, can we use this marketing and all this conversation and all this brand heat to like change course? And that does it work and does it stick always comes down to, I don't know, did you actually make a better product? So we're going to talk about this campaign. We're going to talk about all this stuff. But like what I find myself thinking is, man, I want to take a bite of one of these new Whoppers and see if this is a better product. Because if it is, heck yeah, I'm in the market. I'll come right back. And like that's, I think that's true with any brand, right? Like, have you done the hard brand work on the floor to go make this thing significantly better to significantly more people? That's hard to do in that business, I think. I don't think it's easy. I mean, look at all the like trials and tribulations of all the Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat stuff, and it's just like, right, like that. Like they tried, it was creative, it didn't work because the people were eating it, and they're like, I don't want to keep eating this.
I do not want this. I want cow. Give me cow.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, if I had a new Whopper and I loved it, let's go, right?
Yeah.
I think they need a Succession style drama called Burger Wars with like the different like boardrooms, like, you know, and then them all battling. I would watch the shit out of that. That would be fantastic. I hope HBO does that. That'd be a great show.
Highly recommend and agree. Orzy, we appreciate you making the time to join us, sir. Anything we should be on the lookout for, sign up for, etc. on your way out here,
yeah, go to Amazon and buy the moat. Maybe I should get this shop. Maybe I should get 100,000 19-year-old kids pumping this thing. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll get up there.
a few broccoli heads pumping the moat out there on TikTok Shop, I think would do a lot. We appreciate you making the time to join us, sir. We look forward to having you back. Thank you.
Thank you.
The one and only Chris. Coming into this show right now is the one and only Memelord. I mean, how many Memelords are there? I think there's only one. And it has to be the one and only Jason Levin, college dropout turned meme marketer, who is now the ever-present meme lord upon the interwebs and enabling all of us to, get in touch with our inner bad boy and do a little maybe risky humor every now and again, turn some heads, get some likes, increase the awareness, and ultimately drive sales. He is coming inside of the show. Before he comes, a word from our sponsors over at Seguno and Rocked After Sale. Play it for us, producer Jack. If you're getting 5,000 orders a month and you can sprinkle in $3 to $4 extra on each one of those without touching your ads, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are doing with Rocked After Sale every single day by adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page and then stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus, HelloFresh, Venmo, etc. It's high margin revenue straight to your bottom line. You can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Truly a no-brainer. Many thanks for Rocked After Sale being part of the show. Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? Your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews, it's all there where you already work and play every day. And it means that you don't have to seed your trust to big email that's over attributed data. With Seguno, your Shopify data is the email data. It's a big reason why they won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you build for lean teams with big aspirations. Go get the advanced Shopify segmentation playbook at the URL scrolling across the screen. You get a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. It will extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of this show. Coming inside of this show right now, the one and only Jason Levin, he was roasting me inside of an email before he came on here, which made a little graphic, Jason, do this for all our guests, feel free to share if should you so desire. He said, I'm not putting that slop on my timeline. Get it out of here, Chris, but I look forward to seeing you on the show. We are pleased that he has come to us. Anyway, we must welcome inside of the show, author of Memes Make Millions, the meme lord, Jason Levin. Get inside this show, Jason. Get in here.
We're talking. We got the hat on today. All right.
Wow. Jason, I feel like this is an attempt at a cowboy hat from you.
We're
pretty close.
It was sitting around. I haven't had a haircut in a little while, so I had to rock it a little. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little more Indiana Jones, but I'm here for it.
It's all good.
I think that we need to get you a cowboy hat. Would you be open to that?
I think so too. I also got to get rid of this background. Honestly, this is rough.
Well, it's good. It's like it's consistent branding for you, though. The windows, etc.
There we go.
For you.
On my Indiana Jones shit. What's up, boys? How are you?
Hey. We're glad that you are joining us here, Jason. I'd love, just for those who may not be aware of you, it can't be many, but for those who just may not be aware of the lore of Memelord and, your story, service you provide, etc., I'd love you to just give us a little miniature version of like where Memelord is now, how you got here, and what you've got in the hopper.
All right. Well, so Memelord, we raised $3 million to do good meme marketing for y'all, right? So we got our software, and now you could put your products in memes automatically or automemically, as Billy Memes likes to say. I can show you guys a little something. I got a VC call, another one in about 15 minutes. So we got about 10 minutes here for y'all. But if you guys are down for a little. Could I show you something?
Show us something, Jason.
So this is where the state of meme technologies is. I'm sharing my screen. And so people are like super shocked. They're actually like, so this is Memelord, right? Our crazy Windows 95 design. You go to missions over here, right? All right, I'm doing a little plug. But you can now actually put your products inside memes automatically every single day and use these as ads. They are all chosen as copyright-free memes, and it's pretty crazy. This is all automatic. This is why we raise the money, boys. This is why we raise the millions. So you can do cool stuff like this with your merch, with your products. And so we got a bunch of DDC brands, some 9-figure brands, some 7-figure brands, some 69-figure brands using us, and it's pretty
So is this
sick.
like actually the functional UI of the product? Like if I'm a customer,
Yes.
I log in,
This,
I log
this
into
is
this,
not
and
a
I'm just like
demo, bro.
cruising
Yeah,
around in here. It's amazing.
this is absolutely real. We did full Windows 95 and everything, down to like the little logos and everything. It's pretty crazy, man. You'd be surprised that VCs gave us millions for it, but they did. But yeah, it's pretty wild, and now you can do a lot more than just memes too. I'm laughing my ass off. This is so funny. But I was a big Deadhead growing up, as you can tell by the shirt. So I have it putting, our little guy in psychedelic posters every day. And next time I'm in SF, I was just there for a few weeks, but I'm gonna slap these bad boys around, maybe put them in New York. And so we're really building out a whole marketing automation software, and but memes have always been the start and the gateway. It's pretty crazy what's possible now. Absolutely wild. You can see here Gruns, how this stuff works. It literally puts it inside the meme. It's wild.
Okay, so you've got brands, you got DTC brands that are actually, they're just logging in, they're downloading and they're running these as ads.
Dude, we got unicorns, baby. We got lobbying groups. We got D2C brands. We got B2B brands. We got B2C to Q to V to Y brands. I don't know. We got them all, man. We got to catch them all.
What's underneath the hood on this thing? What's underneath the hood on this thing? Like, is it like AI stuff underneath it? Is it you have like a crazy team of copywriters that are just wild boys?
No. It's completely automatic, meaning like you'll get your memes delivered via Slack, webhook, scheduler, email, iMessage even coming soon. And underneath the hood is mostly child labor. That's they got tiny fingers and like a creative spirit, So
it's efficient. It's efficient if you use them.
But by that I mean mostly like AI. So different AI models and stuff.
Now, I have heard also, Jason, that, and actually I signed up for this. I signed up for an automatic
meme dealer.
So it's like an AI. It's like fire your marketing intern, and let the guy cook memes for you. I signed up for it. I have not used it. And I apologize. But is this like a product iteration 2, 3? Tell me about this and where is this thing going?
Man. This is like V69. I started it as a basic newsletter like 3 years ago, and then there's a Google Slides doc where all the memes were, and it was so bad. And then I built a no-code version, and then it was really bad still, but people used it. And then I raised $3 million, and now it's really good. About a year later, that software, man, is the same as CPG products. It takes a while, a lot of iterations, and so this is a lot of crazy work that got here. Not gonna lie,
Jason, how do you make AI funny? Like this is the piece I don't understand. How do you make it funny?
Yeah, 100%. So we are actually building out, humor evals and benchmarks and everything like that. Scientifically funniest AI agent is our goal. And so your sense of humor, my sense of humor, parents, whatever, they're all different, right? Laughter is universal, but humor and a sense of humor is different. And so we are taking that extremely seriously, having fun with it. There's a lot of jailbreaking you could do for like basic humor, but can you make it really personalized to my sense of humor versus yours is the real question, right? That we're trying to answer here.
And so if I'm inside the Memelord, I've got the app right here. It's here on my phone. Yeah. I always when I log in, when I play around with it, I go mobile rather than desktop.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I can go in, I can talk with my AI marketing intern who's actually funny. And I can like help him like make things funnier.
Exactly. So Jester's like your personal court jester. He will make you laugh. He'll make you funnier. He'll make stuff for you. People literally like drop in replies when they're getting attacked on Twitter. They're like, what should I say to it? And they'll get response back. Yeah, man. And it'll like look at the tweet and be like, here's a good, clever reply. And then we of course we have all the meme alerts, all the newest trending memes, so it helps you understand what's going on in the world too. I would like it's a really good workshopping assistant, and like I do all my marketing ads now on there. Like I'll just like all my meta ads, like I cook inside of Jester. Like I'm just talking with him, having him make the ads, and then I just slap them into meta. And it's been working.
Is it
great.
identifying new memes? I mean, that's the other thing. Is
Yeah,
just like
that's
the number of memes that are arriving every 8 minutes is like impossible for any human to keep up with. So I could totally imagine like ingesting all the latest memes from the last 8 minutes and being like,
dude,
this is the one for you.
That is literally what our software was founded on. Was like the meme alerts.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up with it. People are like, "You're the meme lord.
insane.
What's this meme?" I'm like, I can't do it, but AI is the only thing that can, right? And so we alert people of the newest trending memes because nobody could keep up with it, and the velocity is only increasing, right? Because there's more and more content on the internet. You guys could tell I've kind of been in SF on the road show the last 2 weeks. I'm on pitch mode. Sorry.
Oh, I'm here for it. Sell, baby, sell. That's my motto, Jason.
I know. We got the cowboy here. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like CPG brands, ecom brands. We're gonna be launching a CPG product soon.
Stop.
Really? We're gonna be using all our
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Oh, you guys should be.
I'm nervous.
Let me tell you, y'all should be nervous. It's gonna be crazy.
What's the category, Jason? I mean, is it going to be a drink? Is it going to be? Is it apparel? Is it like what is it?
Let me guess. Peptides.
No,
I hope it's peptides.
No. I would say something between like apparel and like NSFW technology.
Okay.
Yes, I love it. We need to put you in touch. We need to put you in touch with the Chubby's team. I think you guys could collab.
Oh, please, dude. Oh man, I wore those all growing up. I would love that, man. It's crazy.
Well, you're talking to the man himself. This is the man of Chubby's, the one and only Kyle Hency.
Well, we needed the meme lord back in the day. We would have been even more wild.
Oh, please, man. So. Yo, you guys, my frat days, that was all I wore. I miss that.
Yeah, it's a frat daddy uniform necessity.
Absolutely.
Jason, I'm excited. We've got Jester. We've got automatic meme ads that people are now running forever and ever, and we've got an upcoming CPG brand that we should be on the watch for. Jason,
CPG hard, bro.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You're experiencing?
I kind of underestimated you guys, but I'm talking with the Chinese and I'm struggling, bro. I'm struggling.
Hey, it's not the fun part. The supply chain is not the fun part.
Once you learn what my product is, like you guys are gonna be like, "How did you communicate this?" And I was like, "It was a very NSFW."
Well, I do. There are people here who can make what you want, but
I'm in the Slack. Your Slack's great, by the way. I actually enjoy it. It's one of the few communities that's actually really solid.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we do our best. Okay, well, maybe there's more supplier talk to be had. I don't know if we should have you back for the debut of this CPG brand or not.
I don't know either, honestly, but you're gonna see it on a lot of meme pages. I could tell you that. So it's gonna be out there for sure. And I'm excited, man. It's my first time. Like, I gotta be candid. It's my first time making something in the physical world for a while. I've been in the software grind for the last 3 years, and like, I think there's a reason why so many startup bros are going into hardware is because we miss the physical thing. Like I grew up making stickers and duct tape wallets and stuff, and I miss that. I'm excited. I'm really stoked to get back to it.
Something magical about the physicality of things.
Absolutely.
Jason, I want to see everything that you're talking about. I would love to see it in iMessage form, like distilled to the the essence of iMessage. I feel like that would be so powerful.
It's gonna.
Is that on the roadmap?
Literally next week. We're gonna let 10 users on and then release it very soon. So I think it's gonna be a big push for us. Hell yeah!
Incredible, man. Incredible. Well, Jason, we appreciate you making the time to join us.
I
Where
appreciate
should people start with you? Where should people start with the Memelord? Where give us the whole rundown.
Please, just don't. Just don't. We've got enough users, man. I'm stressed. We're good. We've got enough signups. I think we're at capacity right now.
That's the best pitch ever.
I'm not it anymore. I'm getting
That's
too
the
much
best pitch.
customer feedback. The lobster's too buttery right now. Not gonna lie.
The one and only Jason.
We gotta send this
Levin.
guy some servers. He needs some servers.
Thank you guys. Memelord.com.
Okay, let's see you, man. Appreciate you making the time to join us. We'll have you back.
No. Great.
Oh, the one and only Jason Levin.
Man, this data center crisis is real.
Yeah, the data
the guy
center
can't even
crisis.
keep his
is
site up. He's turning people back.
Yeah, too many users. Don't sign up.
Dude,
Go away.
full rejection.
Full rejection. Sorry, you can't have
We're full.
access.
We're full.
That's like the best pitch he could have had. I will say, I don't think we have ever had anybody just go full blown pitch mode, like right into hey, Jason, what's up, man? Let me see that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, look at this baby.
I was like, already. What's your? Is this an investment pitch? Like, where do we sign the line? But like, we're in. Stop pitching.
I would have signed the line.
This was Shark Tank. We were on Shark Tank all of a sudden.
Slow Ventures, which I really like Jack Rains over there at
people
Slow
over there.
Ventures. Slow Ventures invested in them, building the Canva of memes and more. I like this automated piece. I would be interested. I have to say, I have never run a meme as an ad. I would be interested to see, like, maybe that crushes. Maybe the right one crushes. I mean, what do you think about memes as ads?
Oh, I mean, they clearly work. I mean, I even back from the good old days, like I know they work. You also have Long Journey Ventures in there. Those guys are killer. So like these are great firms that he's in there working with. So I almost guarantee you there's some wild math floating around. That it's just like, yeah, if you take this creative approach and supplement whatever else you're doing, it's more entertaining. And you gotta stand out in this like increasingly insane meta world.
Right.
And like you better have a scalable way to churn out thousands of those things. And I think that's what's happening.
Yeah. It is a necessity to like stand out in the crowd, stand out in the blandness, the sea of sameness. And like, how can you do that better than just like actually making somebody laugh? Like you actually make somebody laugh out loud. They pause, like read the thing, they laugh out loud. Like it's a great differentiator. I feel like. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Kyle. Just pretend that you did not, co-found Chubby's, and Chubby's is not all that it was. But let's just say you're some mid-level operator inside of a kind of a safe, risk-averse. D2C brand, and you want to go this route. Like, brother, how do you manage that up? Like, how do you break it? That's my question. It's like I'm sure there's a lot of marketers that want to go the Jason route. It's like, please let me have a little fun, do something a little risky. But I don't know how you have that conversation and like make your way.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think people are seeing this, are considering this more and more obvious with more time in e-commerce, which is just like, you have to be different. I was actually thinking while he was talking that in Chubby's case, it's almost expected that we would be ridiculous with memes. It's probably more funny if your brand is like really not that, and it's like some sort of chill, like totally just like chugging along, super mellow thing, and then you introduce this insane meme world. I think it would be more effective. And so I don't know. I think it's like going to take it'll take some conviction and agency from some like younger voice, which is typically who it comes from inside of these companies, to say, hey, hear me out. I'm not saying this is the only thing we should do. I'm saying that there's we need to figure out a better way to get into the flow of what's happening on the internet. I mean, think about this. Like, these memes come in and are gone before you can even think about how you would be a part of it. I mean, if you're responding 12 hours later, you missed it.
Yeah.
So you better be sitting there with your phone ready to rock. And so I think that's the like, you know, space that they're filling. But I don't know. I left that being like, I kind of want to try it. I hope there's a free trial.
Yeah,
I want to get in there and play around. It looks fun.
I'm subscribed. I admit I have yet to really use the thing, but I am subscribed. There was like some deal he had where it's like $100 for the year, and I was like, give me that, you know.
It also feels really good for people who like whenever I'm like cruising around X, I don't really like pontificating out, but I do like to like troll a little bit. Exactly. In the kind of deep in the comments, and so I think that's like really good for that. You're like, oh, here's a heater, like row 72 of the comments on something.
You know, not Zane again. Zane of Zenith Agency. He is an elite level ball knower when it comes to memes, and like deeply niche memes. You know, it's like only people get it if you're like deeply in the D2C world. It seems like just such a fun space to inhabit. He always says that even a king is delighted to have the presence of the jester, you know. And so it makes a way for you. I think there's a real space for this kind of like brain rot marketer, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, you know, like find me.
I bet it's deeply male. I bet it's.
I gotta be. It's gotta be deeply male, you know.
It's gotta be.
Just hanging out in Discords all day long, you know, and playing whatever, you know.
I mean, do you have any friends like this that keep up with the memes? And you're like I actually think there's a high correlation between the people who keep up with it and actual authentic raw humor. Like those are the same people. Like the people who are keeping up with it and like sending you crazy stuff all the time are actually themselves the funniest people I know. And so I do think that there's like something interesting there, which is like taking all these like funny people who are working whatever random corporate job and just like fueling them to like blast their like chains of dudes. I don't know. It's fun. Group, I'm here for it. I
am that person in my friend group.
Right? Like, are you the one like sending out? Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Yes.
Just scaling that way better.
I always like, I'm always like, brothers, like send me something back. Like you gotta give me something here. Like, you know, like you send some stuff too. Like I appreciate the comments, but I'm like looking, you know, and I've just kind of like taken it as like I'm just I guess I'm like terminally online guy inside of the thing who has, you know, something funny to share, I suppose.
I think this is just gonna let you dial it up to 12 now.
I think that's what I want. That's what I want. I also want to find some 17-and-a-half-year-old, some 19-year-old college kid that's like brain rot marketer. I want to create a new role called brain rot marketer that is, you know, a younger version of Jason Levin. And is, you know, just
mix it with guilt purchases, you know, brain rot marketing and guilt purchases. Just like, get them like hitting that corner of the internet.
You know what I would love for some college intern to be, you know, on inside of one of these organizations, say, hey guys, like we need this. I know like you don't want to do this because it's too risky. Like let me start just a side account that's not even officially associated with the brand. And I'm going to run this thing up. We're going to talk about, you know, all the stuff in our category. If we sell like, you know, mommy health, baby stuff, whatever, then I'm going to start something mommy healthy baby stuff. And I'm just going to create memes and, you know, let's run it up. And then if it becomes useful, then we can, you know, co-op that thing, you know, for the brand. And then maybe you want to hire me, maybe you don't. Maybe I become so successful that I can just charge you, you know, charge you a retainer to keep doing it thereafter. I think this could be a good tactic for this
is the
kind
beginning
of
the Ecomm Cowboy agency business lines. The first one is brain rot marketing.
Yeah,
we got to figure out number 2 now that we got number 1.
Yeah, we got to figure out number 2. Incredible. Well, the one and only Jason Levin, he is a unique individual and providing a service, I think, inside of our space that we should all take advantage of. Coming inside of this show very soon is the one and only Jordan Menard. Okay, Motif Digital, instant hydration. As of late, you know, he has declared that he is, you know, leaving instant hydration. I'm sure he's still a part of everything there, but, you know, taking a little more hands off and has an exciting new venture. I myself have never talked with Jordan. This will be our first conversation, but I am excited, and who knows, he may tickle the twine for us a little bit and perhaps reveal what's coming up next. Could be very exciting as he comes inside of this show. Before he comes, a word from our sponsors over at Postscript and Propel. Play it for us, producer Jack. People are the most important part of your business, and finding real A players is hard and incredibly time-consuming. Propel is the best recruitment agency out there for e-com brands and agencies who source talent from the US, Latin America, and beyond. We're talking video editors, graphic designers, media buyers, and more. The best part is they work on performance. You only pay a one-off fee, no retainers and no ongoing costs. Every hire comes backed by a free month guarantee. Go to wearepropel.com/ecom-cowboy-propel. If you mention Ecomm Cowboy, you're gonna get 10% off your first hire. Many thanks for Propel being part of this show. There's a reason when people make a switch from whatever SMS partner they have at Postscript, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. We went from making very little money on SMS to being the top 1% account in their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is, I just did what they said. And what they are saying is that you're leaving money on the table and your customers text you back. Go get the conversation report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversation report. The good news is Postscript's AI shopper can now have one-to-one conversations with your customers at scale. Many thanks for Postscript being part of the show. Before Jordan Menard comes to us, a couple of things I just have to reiterate. Oh, Jordan is here. Jordan is here.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, well, we must bring him inside of the show. And I must say this, I don't know what you're drinking. You're drinking Bloom.
Got a little Bloom. It's delightful.
I'm drinking this A&W Ghost, and it's magic.
I gotta give me one of those.
I don't know. I don't know what they did, but the texture, the foam, all of the things, it's incredible. Coming inside of the show right now, an international man of mystery, perhaps. He is a knower of ball, a scaler of brands in the agency world. This is well known over at Motif, and now taking instant hydration, a red ocean, hard category, a lot of competitors, taking that up and to the right forever and ever, amen. And methinks some interesting things that could be displayed, announced on the timeline very soon for Jordan. Where are you going next? What are you doing next? We must bring him inside of the show, the one and only Jordan Menard. Get in here, Jordan. Get inside the show. Get inside.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Great to dude. That was like a Shakespearean entrance. I appreciate that.
You know, I mean, we try to do our best for knowers of ball like you, Jordan. Man. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you making the time to join us.
Dude, great to be here. So cool. Thanks for having me on, and stoked to talk to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Jordan, I would just appreciate if you could just give us a little timeline on, man, you, of course, getting into ecom, doing all the things, but Motif and then instant hydration. Man, if you could just give us a little lore, a little background on this, I think this would be a great way to start.
So I do have some good lore, actually. It goes back to when I was in community college, and
let's go, baby.
I was in speech and debate, and I got a full ride scholarship to go be a lawyer and go debate at a certain school, and I accepted, and it was a big deal. It was room and board, tuition, books, everything, and I was even going to get a per diem for like walking around. I don't know, because I was at debate practice all day. So super cool. And so they called my dad, and I was going to be the first person in my family to go to college, and I interned at a law firm that summer, and I just realized I'm not doing this.
Wow.
I would hate my life. Like, this sucks, honestly, like in every way. That summer I found affiliate marketing while I was out, just literally partying one night. And and 2 weeks later I quit. I dropped out. And when I told him, the guy who was the director of debate, he actually does some of the presidential debate correspondence for CNN still, like some of the writing.
Seriously?
Yeah, and so I don't think you'll ever hear this, but Todd, I appreciate everything you did. Sorry.
Let's go, Todd. Shout out, Todd.
And so he calls me. My bad. And so he calls me, and he's like, he got the news, and he's like, dude, I just heard what's happening. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, what are you doing? And I explained, I was like, hey, man, I think this is the future. Like, I found a way to get customers for any brand without ever talking to them. And I never leave my house and I can get as many as I want. This is the future. It's on Facebook. And he goes, so let me make sure I got this. You're throwing away the greatest opportunity that anyone's ever had in your family because you think you're going to sit on Facebook all day and make money. And I was like, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the plan. That is the plan.
And so then I dropped out and I went all in and I ended up getting a job as the director of user acquisition for consulting.com.
Did you really? Look at you, John. See you.
Shout out to Sam and Nick Fisher and Tommy and that really took my mindset to another level. And then I started, not a lot of people know this, but my first agency was called Longform Creative. It was actually an info marketing agency. So, we were Agora Financial's like primary social partner for, 2 years. We ran, Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street, Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki during the election. I could tell a bunch of stories.
Wow.
About that dude. Yeah. And then I just got tired of dealing with like the craziness of personal brands and I wanted to move into something more sustainable, which I thought, and I went to Ecomm and I started an Ecomm agency. And my first client was Diff Eyewear. And we just built it up from there. And then, I think once we got Rise, that was kind of where I found the subscription game and fell absolutely head over heels in love with it. And so, we blew up Rise, and then their CEO decided that the best way to say thank you would be to steal all my employees or try to.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, super quality guy. Nice guy.
Stop it.
Yeah, so funny. And so like I'm a Christian, but like I wanted to get revenge, but I'm not supposed to. So I'm like, what's like a ethical way I can get revenge?
Yeah.
So I went and got his biggest competitor, Everyday Dose, to the client. And it worked, man.
Wow.
Yeah, and it worked.
Gave them the deal of their life.
Seriously, same thing happened. 10 million and 9-figure run rate. And then while I was there, my co-founder at Instant, Zach, who's actually the co-founder of Diff Eyewear, the first e-com brand I ever worked with, never met him while I was there. Basically came to me and was like, "Hey man, are you tired of creating like hundreds of millions of dollars of enterprise value and founders try to steal your employees and send you a T-shirt?" And I was like, "Actually, yes, I am."
Yeah.
And he was like, "So come start this brand with me." And that eventually led to Instant Hydration. It had to go through a few different iterations. But that's kind of the 5-minute lore from how I got
so good
to where I'm at.
There's so much lore there.
There's a lot.
Tell me, so tell me this, Jordan. I mean, as you stepped into Instant, did you keep the agency going? I mean, were these like, or did you pause the agency, or what did that look like for you?
Yeah. So, I had a really good conversation with Sean Frank during this time. And basically he told me something like I'll never forget. And he basically said, if you have a chance, get in the rocket ship and close the door. And that was when Instant was like really starting to hit and I was seeking advice. So we did keep like a couple like pocket clients that were like smaller, had a long lasting relationship with them, did stuff fractionally, very, very minimally. But for the most part, like I'm pretty ADHD. I'm super obsessive. As you can see, like I look tired because I don't sleep. And I have 2 kids. And then last night I was like in a Claude wormhole or a Codex wormhole till like, 2 a.m. And so I'm super obsessive. I go really, really hard on things. And so I think I really fell in love with like product formulation and everything that goes into making a brand with Instant. And that's kind of like where I put a lot of my energy now. And it's interesting because like I worked my way up from just like a media buyer. And now, I'm in a whole different world.
Boy, I mean, it seems it, man. It seems it. And thanks, you definitely shut the door. And you got in the rocket and ran it up, but maybe a new rocket to come.
Yeah, I
one
think
has to wonder.
Yeah, for me and myself, like I'm a very like vision, mission driven person. Like to a fault. There's boundary issues. And so, I'm so obsessed with like doing what I think is like the biggest thing I can do,
Yeah.
And I think leaving Instant, there was in some ways a similar kind of vibe to like when I didn't go to college, of like, there's this right path. Why would you not, like, why would you walk away? Why would you, you had everything. And the problem was, it was like, I put on my Twitter a while ago when someone asked me like, what did little Jordan want to be when he grew up? And I was like, I wanted to be a baseball player, but I was like junior college at best,
Yeah.
And I never wanted to like really like be anything, And I think as I started off in my journey, like I took L's like everyone does, and I let that like build imposter syndrome in me. And I think like instant hydration was one of those scenarios where I just wasn't. It sounds crazy. I just wasn't thinking big enough.
Wow.
There was something that like I had in the chamber in my mind that I knew was kind of like what I saw as like the biggest thing I could do. And yeah, because I am the way I am, I just would rather risk it all.
So Jordan, I mean, man of faith, man of vision,
Yes,
to a fault, and something bigger and better and brighter coming up. Well, I mean, what's bigger, Jordan? What's the next step?
I can't get into it too much.
Oh, sure.
But
we respect that. We respect that.
But when I announce it, I'll hit you guys up. I'll come up here and I'll explain it. But I will talk about like the category of what I'm doing, because I think it's going to be really valuable for any of your listeners that are in CPG. Because I think this is kind of where the ball is going, right? I don't know if it's quite there yet, but I think it's where it's going. There's been like a long running thing in CPG where, largely people think that customers don't really care about actives or ingredients really. They don't care about the product in a lot of ways, right? They just care about the marketing. And not naming any specific names, though I could spend the rest of our time doing that. Something has emerged, which is it's called pixie dusting. And pixie dusting is when, like, let's say that there's a study that says magnesium bisglycinate increases, cellular energy production. And then, someone makes a product and they say that their product gives you more energy. And all the ads are talking about you more and more and more energy. Well, that's true that their product can do that. But what they don't tell you is that there was, 1.2 grams in the study, and there's 50 milligrams, 25 milligrams of the product.
Yeah.
And if you hide it behind proprietary doses, where you hide how little of every amount someone gets, then no one knows. And that's why a lot of these products don't work. They don't do anything. And so, if you look at the writing that's on the wall right now with, the emergence of AI, and I saw some numbers that said about like 10% of the population was on it, right? That number is going to go way up in the next 5 years. As that number goes up, what do you think they're going to do when they go buy a product? They're going to go ask AI if it's good. And AI is going to base it off the clinical literature base. And if you're not validated, if you don't have a legitimate product, and so I see this big extinction event coming. And, instant hydration is not one of those products. It's a good product. But, I see where the puck is going. And on top of that, I'm a research nerd. In the past 5 years, what we know about how the body works, how it gets older, ages, has been pretty much rewritten in a lot of ways. And so this is a very, very exciting time. And in CPG, I really recommend that people start thinking about what it means to build an efficacious product, a product that actually works. because if you do that, it's the ultimate tailwind, right? If you look at the failure of like Prime or Unwell, like how did those brands fail? Like they had unbelievable, Unwell had target distribution day one.
It's true.
It's simple. It's like the influencer's really good at getting they're great at selling the first product, right? But product buys retention.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it. These products just weren't good. And so I think that we're going into an era where the advantages, I commonly use like ecosystem analogies, but to be like the apex predator in your ecosystem, you're going to need a real lifetime value advantage. And the best way to realize that lifetime value advantage is by selling products that are clinically proven to work in meaningful ways.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So of the brands that have gone from nothing to 9 figures, CPG brands, let's say sub 24 months, just the bangers.
Yeah.
What percent? Let's say there's 10 of them. What percentage of them have a limited to no efficacy, do you think? Just intuition. I don't need the math. I just want to know what you're getting.
Just to be clear, like
just your gut.
Not the brands I've worked on though, right? Because like
people
can do
I'm saying in the world generally. I just want to know how generally widespread you think this is from the inside. Like I've never run a CPG business.
Totally. Okay. So my non-scientific gut, I'm just going to blanket statement this. What percentage of CPG products out there are pixie dusting?
Yeah.
I would say humbly 80%.
Woo! Oh,
serious.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a wild number.
My wife says like I'm the most annoying person to like buy products with because I just ruin everything. I ruin everything. And she's right though. Like she's right. She's trying to get our kids multivitamins, and even that was like, but the reality is like that just hasn't been the game. People largely have thought that the customer doesn't care about the product, and in a lot of ways they don't. They care about the transformation, right? But what I'm saying is building this model not because the customer cares, but because the model itself makes you a more fit competitor in your ecosystem.
Oh yeah.
You have a serious tailwind.
Don't you think, like, I think one of the things you said that I really agree with, which is just like the product is what drives retention. I think like with time, really what you're saying is the product efficacy will become a more centralized part of the product. It's not just a marketing game and like a perception game. I'm not just signaling to the outside world that I'm healthy because I'm drinking a green drink. It's like actually that would be weird if everybody knew that it was unhealthy for you, right?
Exactly.
And so we're going to enter that part of this journey where it's like the percentage of total that's just like marketing arb goes down and the efficacy piece goes up.
Well, I don't know that the marketing arc goes down, right? I think
there's as a percentage of total.
Someone like me is trying to weld those at a perfect intersection, right? Where you keep all of that direct response, DR demon marketing, but you wrap it up in a really authentic, real, meaningful brand that sells a product that actually works and we can prove it. I think that's the future. And I think like look at like GLP-1s, right? Like that has changed the way we look at weight loss, right? Like completely. And so I think there's going to be a demand for products that work like that, right? Where it's like the effect is real, meaningful, tangible. I can, and I think for a long time, health and wellness has kind of gotten away. Like, I mean, I can point to a lot of brands that are enormous and they have like over 90 ingredients in their formula. Can you guys tell me one healthy food that has over 60 ingredients?
No, I can't.
So, I just, how long can this keep going? It's just, the emperor has no clothes in a lot of ways. And I think for the right-minded individual, there's a big opportunity there.
The other factor that Chad from Groons has spoken a lot about that I really have come to believe is convenience.
Yeah.
So like I can totally imagine a future where in CPG the two vectors become much more efficacy and convenience. And obviously Groons is a gummy relative to a powder. It's just like you can grab and go and all that stuff. So like he kind of maxed out that part of that strategy. And so I also think that's the other big vector that I can see a lot of these CPG brands going after is like, how do I fit into the life of our users?
I think you have to choose one or the other. You're either convenience or you're efficacious, right? For the most part.
Spicy.
I'm just saying, let's look at the gummy format, right? Like you can get what you need in that medium, but can you get clinical doses of those actives? No.
I don't know.
So here's where I was wanting to go though. So now that you can't have both, what do you think people will choose?
I think
convenience or efficacy.
I think both. I think some will choose convenience, some will choose efficacy, right? Like a good example would be like Equinox and Crunch Fitness, right? Radically different gyms, in totally different models. I think where you die is in the middle, right? When you try to be both that you die. And I do think powders mixed with water, or a real active, let's say, is going to take I would guess between 7 and 10 pills to really consume that. None of those things are as convenient as gummies, right?
Yeah.
But there's a reason for that. You get what you pay for, right? And so I think as customers become more able to instantly know things with AI, I think there will be a shift towards the efficacious products.
Jordan, as you talk, you remind me, we've had Anthony Guston and Kieran Matthew from Equip on here, and a lot of this, not couched or worded in the same way, but a lot of this, it's not protein necessarily is the next trend, but it's purity, or spun from a different angle. It's ingredients that actually breed or create effectiveness in the long run. And it does seem like there is something happening here with the flippening of the food pyramid, and it seems like there is a kind of a cresting wave in the cultural zeitgeist that could verifiably lead to something like this. Would you agree?
I agree. And I think there's a big distrust of pharma that's happening, post Purdue and then COVID. And I think at large, people are more looking at health as something that's ongoing, not something you go get a one-time fix for. And I think for health and wellness, that's the gap that we can fill if we sell efficacious products.
Wow. Fascinating. I think there's a lot there. It sounds like you're going to go on a crusade, Jordan, in a very positive sense. Sense.
I mean, if by crusade you mean build a brand that actually helps people, or we refund you, dude, we're crusading. It's going to be cool.
I feel that. Well, hey, product. I really believe this product is marketing, and
Sorry, let me just, what I was going to say is when I get a little bit further down the road and I'm ready, I'll come announce it on here and we'll talk about it.
Come back. I will say this too. You are the first person that I heard talk about this concept of natural CAC, which I have, put in my pocket as natty CAC here forward.
I have branding natty CAC.
I have always, especially. I'll say this. Last year, probably 18 months ago, was my first real step into CPG and subscription product, etc. And factors on Meta and changing things, and CPMs rising, blah blah blah, all of that. And we found ourselves. I'm fighting CAC every day. I'm fighting it. And how can we, And then I saw this phrasing, this framing about natty cack, and I thought, oh yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. Maybe there's just a real natty cack that we need to reorient the business around. I think it's very enlightening.
You're right. That is what needs to happen. It depends on what game you want to play, right? If you want to play the tailwind game where you're seeing how fast you can go and how big you can go, you got to go with natural CAC and lean into it. Now, there's things you can do, right? You can test different bundles up front. This is why you see Groons, IM8, all these brands putting that 90-day subscription up front. They've ran a lot of those payback tests and found that, you know, they arbitrage the CAC to LTV variable the best when they sell that 90-day up front or whatever. But if you can just accept Facebook's game, the trade-off is you get, the CAC is going to be a little bit higher than you want to pay, but you get infinite customers at that rate, right? Yeah. And now different levels, you're going to have a higher natural CAC, right? As you know, it's like climbing a tree to pick fruit. The further up, the sketchier it is, right? The more expensive it is. And so, you know, but I think Chad from Groons, he was on whatever podcast I think I heard it on, but he was saying, he called it God-given CAC. Right. And it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. But it's real. And if you can play that game, you win.
I'm curious what your vision for in these CPG brands, right? So have high efficacy, build a special brand, focus on, I'm sure, product category and the mechanics that make it work online. What's the vision for how you take that thing offline? I mean, I think one of the coolest parts of what I saw at Groons, and I've seen it Quip and a bunch of these other like really awesome brands, that they found early ways to get into Target, to get into large distribution. Like, how does that play into what you're doing at Instant Hydration or what you're imagining with the new business?
Yeah, so I mean, with Instant Hydration, you know, we're in Target, Walmart, you know, we have some big retailers as well, and retail's going really well. I think for the thing that I'm doing next, the category is not as cleanly cut as something like hydration. Not to say it's a blue ocean, it's not, but and I think that there's two ways that you can approach retail, right? But if you're someone in my shoes, you're more thinking that the splash that we make on D2C and e-com is going to be so big that all the retailers will want us. Yeah. And when we're at that place where we can do it right, then that's what we'll do. And with Instant, that playbook was flawless. And I think we'll probably run the same thing, to be honest.
Totally. Yeah.
Online heat drives retail feet. It does.
It does. And something really interesting happens when a lot of brands go into retail. They see their e-com numbers get hit and they think, oh, like we have to just lower budgets and shrink the ecosystem. But I, again, always look at it from like the ecosystem perspective, right? Like, what does that translate to in retail sell-through, right? And there's ways that we can start to understand these things, right? House has really cool like geo-test holdout models where you can see like what your advertising did on a retail sell-through perspective. And I think answering those questions are going to be some of the hardest questions for like the CMO of the next stage.
Powerful. The one and only Jordan Menard. Brother, we appreciate you making the time to come on the show. Cheers to Instant Hydration and the new endeavor coming. Hey, I'll say this too. I don't know where you are, Jordan, but we're going to be out in Southern California, San Diego-ish and beyond. And hope to see you while we are out there, my friend.
I'm in San Diego.
We're going to be there. We're going to be there at Commerce Roundtable.
Oh, cool. And, I'll see you guys there. And let me know if you guys want to do dinner. There's some good spots.
We do. Yeah. We want to do dinner. Sushi, burrito, or more. Okay, we appreciate you, brother, making the time. Look forward to having you back. Congrats to you, man.
Thanks for
the one and only Jordan Menard. Very enlightening conversation. Very interesting on efficacy. I didn't know that he would go that route. But I do think there is a real point there. I mean, it's got teeth to it. You know, especially you start talking about competitors and such inside categories. Whatever he's cooking, I think is going to have some teeth to it.
Well, you ask yourself, he's already got the marketing playbook, right? So it's like, if he can add these other big pieces, you could build something real special real quick, right?
Absolutely. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, to some great finds upon the interwebs. On our way there, a word from our sponsors over at Universal Ads and Ty. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your email provider and your tech stack probably only recognizes about a third of your returning shoppers. Everyone else, they're browsing anonymously, and your flows, they're just sit idle. Ty identifies up to 70% of your total site traffic and pushes those shoppers into the flows that you already run. Caraway, as an example, uses Ty's predict scoring to lift opens by 40%, clicks by 30%, while sending 20% fewer emails. Go book a walkthrough. Go to meetty.com/cowboy. When you do, tell them that Colin and I sent you today. Many thanks for Ty being part of the show. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it's time to rethink TV. Universal Ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance without the usual mystery of getting involved with television. You get both premium streaming and linear inventory all in the same place, okay? You're reaching net new target audiences outside of the same crowded social feeds. We're all spending our dollars today. There's no hidden markups or fees. Campaign setup and management. It's just like search and social. You get running minutes. TV that's designed, that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com. Use code UACowboy. You can get $1,500 in matched ad credits. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of. Oh, let's try that again. Great finds upon the interwebs, ladies and gentlemen. One of our delightful segments here inside of the show. Coming up first, the best hoodie ever. Yes, it does exist, and it has been found by the one and only Carrie Tweets. He brought this to us up on the timeline. He has this to say: best hoodie I've found, Warehouse & Co.'s Lot 484, made in Japan. 10 years ago, I went down a rabbit hole looking for the best place to manufacture sweatshirts for our D2C brand. Scroll down here, producer Jack. Show the good people these images. It led us to a Japanese manufacturing brand, Warehouse Co., known for their denim. They ended up making ours. The 484 is a take on a heavyweight 1960s champion reverse weave hoodies. Kind of looks very Rocky-esque to me. Kind of Rocky Balboa-ish. They turned the fabric sideways, cutting it across the grain rather than vertically. Added weird-looking ribbed side panels. It's thick, barely shrinks. Fabric is knitted, etc., etc. Question for you, Kyle Hency, how much would you guess this sweatshirt costs?
Everything you just said sounded expensive.
It does. It sounds expensive.
Starting with made in Japan.
Right.
I spent too much time in the apparel world. I don't know, $100, $150.
$250, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few dinero.
You remember that brand, American Giant?
I do.
I think they're still around. They're in San Francisco.
They're still around.
I feel like you just described their product.
Right.
I don't know. There's like something that's kind of like stiff, but it's like really nice and sturdy, and
Part of me thinks if it's made in Japan, maybe I'll pay a few more bucks for it. You know, I don't. There's something about like, oh, it's Japanese. You know, like there's something about that just like, oh, I feel like I'm getting something handcrafted. It's like the best in the whole world. I don't know that I would buy two. Kerry says he's got two. I don't know that I'd drop $500.
How many months a year can you wear a hoodie here in Austin?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. I love sweatshirts like this, vests, all of it. I'm all about it. But it's hot. It's hot down here, and I'm hot. You know, I get hot. This thing's got to be cool for me. It's got to be cool.
It does look comfy.
It does look comfy. It's got a good look about it. Next on our great finds, a little treasury boat auction action. Here, this comes to us by way of Shannon Jean. We're going to bring this up. I'm going to have you guess the price of this boat. Producer Jack, bring this tweet up for us here. Shannon Jean says, I'm not suggesting you buy a boat, but if you must, buy it at a U.S. Treasury auction. They may not have what you want today, so sign up for email alerts from the Treasury when you visit the site. Okay, look at this bad boy. Scroll down here, Jack. Show us this bad boy.
What do we got here? What are we calling this?
I don't know what this is called. This is a all vessels were seized or forfeited. Perhaps this is a 2016 22-foot Defiance Boats Admiral 220 pilot house. Perhaps.
Okay, that's kind of what it looks like. Yeah.
It's a good looking, you know, look like a serious boat.
It seems like maybe a narco boat, if I'm honest.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, it's got a narco vibe to it.
Running a few
running
some supplements on this thing.
Ooh, we're talking about the U.S. Treasury auction, so
Yeah.
it's not expensive.
How much would you
How
guess?
about 10 grand?
$5,000.
Oh, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
That's pretty close and a pretty good price for something like this.
I mean, does it work? I have so many questions.
I mean, it at least floats.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
floating.
if the engine runs, you're set. You better get that.
There's probably some secret panels inside.
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
cabin where you can hide whey protein or other.
Spend a minute doing a review before you motor off on that one.
If you buy like a standard little plastic bass boat, you're probably going to spend $3,000.
Yeah.
And I mean, why not just a little couple more and get you a narco boat and run back and forth to Cuba or whatever?
I can imagine me and you up in that pilot house on the top there, just cruising.
I think we could have some good times. Lake Travis, Town Lake, all the things. Couple of choice bevies. I think it'd be a good time. Place to buy a boat. Go to the U.S. Treasury boat auction and inspect. Okay, this one I think there's a business to be had with this next one. This is a double decker for mini man caves. Okay, bring this up, producer Jack. I think doesn't every man want a man cave? I think they do. I do. Do I have a man cave right now? I don't think I do. I wouldn't say I qualify.
You need one. You need one though.
You
deserve one. You deserve one.
Okay, now this is like dorm room engineered. Okay, this is like dorm room engineered, but just get the picture here, Kyle. Okay, it's fall.
Great space engineering. The flow of that space is wonderful.
Right? They're making the most out of the floor plan here.
Yeah. And
just think about, want to have a few boys over, watch the game, maybe entice my kids to watch the game. What better way to do that than to build a little double decker inside of a mini man cave? Put your fridge in there. Just imagine, fancy this thing up, fancy this up, planned. Okay, you got a consultant selling it to you, all of the things. And then even like your little office at the house can become a mini man cave that people want to come over to, watch the game in, and take pictures of. I think there's something here.
How little are the people on the top?
Those are little people. Those are little people.
Those are little bitty people up there. I agree. Here's my thoughts. One, the tiniest little people are the ones who sit up on the top.
For sure.
Two, I mean, you've done projects like this where you're like, I have a good idea. I'm gonna go get some wood from Home Depot, and then you're like out in the yard, you're just going for it, and you just in your head, you're like, this is genius.
Yes.
And then you put it in there, and you're like, it's not quite, it's not quite as practical as I was imagining. Like, and then the third one is, man, the placement of that fridge is precarious.
Oh boy,
like, that thing is coming down. That thing is going to be on the ground. Like
the first fumble or the first touchdown, when the people who are sitting on the bottom jump up to celebrate, bump their heads, throw up the arms, like that fridge is coming down. All the beers are getting spilled. That's
the supply of Cheez-Its is impressive.
That's a lot of Cheez-Its.
A lot of Cheez-Its.
I do think there's something here though. That there's a concept. There's concepts of a plan. There's concepts of a plan.
You got to keep working on it though. I think we're close, but not quite there. I say
close, but not quite. IKEA is gonna rip this and just make mini man caves for even apartment sized mini man caves, I believe.
Well, that's for IKEA. It's obvious because they sell 2 couches, not 1.
Exactly.
I mean, business. Hello, business. Innovation.
Business. It's like the Hasbulla.
2 couches, not 1 couch.
It's like the Hasbulla GIF. The meme. Business. Business. 2 couches. 2 couches, not 1. Business. Concepts of a plan. Next and last in our great finds, McDonald's new refreshments. Okay, bring this graphic up for us, producer Jack. Just the look of this alone. Look at this. I mean, look at these things. This is like taking, you know, the whole boba thing. There's so many boba places, so many custom drink places, and McDonald's just said, like, you like colored drinks, you like fancy foam on top, like, let us do that at a $1 trillion scale, you know, everywhere and every way. This is from McFranchisee, who we have. He's a great follow on X, by the way. The Taco Bell's former CEO, he was complaining. He's complaining about McDonald's doing this using Red Bull. Okay, they got a little partnership. Okay, so this is kind of, you know, Red Bull vodka-esque, except no vodka, sans vodka. And the former Taco Bell CEO, he's kind of lamenting. He's talking about how original they were with the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, also a great creation for humanity. The fascinating thing here is that McDonald's has rolled this out. This is now a like $1 billion business for them. This like refreshers, like kaboom. And it took them less than a year. For Taco Bell, it took 20 years to turn the Baja Blast into a $1 billion per year. Fascinating to me. But the colors, the look, I think
it's hilarious that we're talking about this right after the efficacy of health conversation, because what I see here is complete lack of health. There's not a single ounce of health consumed in any of these 7 cups.
No, just straight pleasure, just straight delight,
raw gluttony.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Pleasing to the eyes.
I'm sure they taste delightful. I'll take that like creamy coffee looking one. The second.
Is it the creamy?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know. It looks good.
We got like some popping. Looks like we got some popping bobas in here. We got some actual strawberries inside of one. For me, I want creamy. I want the cream. Yeah. Whatever's going on with the cream, that's where I'd like to. That's where I'd like to start. But throw it on a Coke Zero so I feel better about myself. You know, that's probably where.
I mean, you care about your health.
You care about your health. You want to be here for the long run, you know, for the wife and kids.
Big longevity guy. Big longevity
guy. Big for me. Moving forward to closing time, some words of wisdom from the interwebs that we must highlight here. On our way, word from our sponsors over at Intelligems and Proxima AI. Play it for us. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands and marketers brief from instinct. Okay, what's our best performing ad? Let's change a little bit. Proxima changes the input here, reads your conversions against real shoppers across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. Shows you exactly who's buying, what else they respond to, and where your account has gaps. You just wire up Meta, wire up Shopify. Proxima begins to map every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside the commerce graph. And no longer are you briefing from a blank page. You get a feed of creative briefs. First 3 briefs are going to be free for you every single month. Go to Proxima.ai. Stop the slop. Many thanks for Proxima being part of the show. What is the next big idea that could change your business? Is it a price change, adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle, strategy, or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligems exists. It's an AI powered testing platform, helps you find the changes worth making. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligems.io/audit. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can test today. Totally free, AI powered audit. Go talk with Intelligems. Get the next new big idea for your business. Many thanks for Intelligems being part of it. Compelling websites. In our words of wisdom here, especially at the top. This one coming from YC. Have you ever heard of this small entity out on the West Coast? YC. Stanford and all. You maybe not heard of it, Kyle. You heard of YC before?
Oh yes. Yeah. Our friends at Y Combinator. What are they putting out now?
Okay, look at this website. Okay, play this video, producer Jack. We don't need volume, but just watch like the transformation. Okay, Sam. Here's Sam.
Ooh, callers,
and then look at this transformation. I think this is an incredible idea for a website. Maybe there's like a question about efficacy and like, can you do this if you're selling a health supplement, etc. But like, look at this thing. It's gorgeous. Look at them, who they were before they came to YC. Look at who they are now. 1.3 trillion, all the brands. Like, it's the comparison transformation thing that's powerful for me.
I mean, there's some real killers in there.
Killers.
I mean, those companies are wild. I mean, mad respect. Look, I'm a 3-time entrepreneur, dude. Anybody who's just like building a network to broaden
It's so
the
cool.
capabilities of entrepreneurs is such a cool. So man, I'm a huge fan of YC. I hope they keep going. I think this next, this whole AI era, they're going to do super well. They're going to grow everything they're doing even more wildly.
And inspiration to be had for
Totally.
our own websites to be had from everywhere. I don't know who came up with this, like the transformation thing. So powerful for me.
But it's like 19-year-old, no job, no company, billionaire.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, exactly.
Nothing happened in between. It was magic.
And like, think about that. Think about that. Like for chubbies, it's like, hey,
Yeah.
here's Buddy like entering college, and now he's just an absolute dog. And he's got a trophy wife, and he's making millions of dollars per year.
Now he's overweight, drinks a lot of beers, he has a bajillion kids hanging out in hill country. Sweet.
Okay. All right. Next here, interesting, and of note. Real American Beer, or RAF, as people may know it more, has officially partnered with the Air Force. Okay, this is coming from Chad. So if you haven't, for those who don't know, RAF is like the UFC version of like just wrestling. And it is like out and about. You can watch it everywhere. I think they have like made wrestling like actually interesting. And like I want to watch it. They got interesting characters, etc. It's very like offshoot of UFC kind of deal. Okay, the interesting thing for me, Chad, who is the owner here, also like doesn't have a profile picture on his LinkedIn. Kind of baller move. He is also owner, right? No profile pic. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. He's also
staying quiet in the background.
He's staying quiet. He is also owner of Real American Beer. Have you heard of Real American Beer?
No, I would like one.
Yeah, I would too. Like their tagline is 200% American. That's their tagline.
Sign me up.
They don't have any in Central Texas. I already looked. They're like nowhere down here. They're all up Midwest and other places.
There we go.
But they have officially partnered with the Air Force. And my like just hypothesis here, even though like this is RAF, like it's also kind of like Real American Beer has officially partnered with the Air Force.
Mix. Yeah.
Like what a powerful partnership. I mean, a word of wisdom is like if you can get involved with the military in an official sponsorship like capacity, probably a win. I feel like this is going to be huge for Real American Beer.
Heck yeah. I mean, I grew up in St. Louis, so I'm like thinking about Budweiser right now. I'm like,
right,
but this is 200% American. It's even more American.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. And Baller, he says here in the post, like it took him like 2 years to pull this off. I would imagine, that does take a lot of talking. What a baller move, though. Partnering with
being in the beer business right now with everybody like trying to cut back on alcohol, all that stuff. I think I see a kickback coming. People are going to be like, screw it. I just like beers.
Right? Zigzag.
Like beers, so I'm just going to drink the one I want now.
Exactly. Last here on our closing time, Petite Keep. Have you ever heard of Petite Keep?
I have. A St. Louis brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not know of her from before, but this post made me aware of her. Petite Keep, number 368 on the Inc. 5000.
Wow.
They experienced 954% growth over the past 3 years. And they're like boxes. They're like
little chests.
Yeah, really fancy trunk.
Yeah.
And can you go to this website, Producer Jack? You don't have to. But I did. Petite Keep. And you get your order, and it like made all the sense in the world. I was like, Petite Keep. And then I saw those boxes, those custom luggages, and how people display them for weddings and baby showers. And I just thought, like, yeah, like if I can sell to Midwestern mamas, like that's a good business to be in.
Well, I mean, also 4-year-old and 7-year-old daughters, like
exactly,
man, they see these things and we're roasted. We're getting all of them. These
exactly. I mean, Lindsay here, very smart and good honor. Like this is like a good business to be in.
Cool business, yeah.
Takeaway, sell to Midwestern moms and all of their kids. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, our last segment before our moment of zen, a little watch and react. LeBron has launched a YouTube channel. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Rich Panel and Sati. Play it for us, producer Jack. Someone asked how long it takes before an affiliate program starts paying for itself. Would you know the answer? You may not. Most brand operators don't, and that's exactly what our friends at Sati are tackling on August 20th. They're hosting a live session with an affiliate consultant, built programs for e-com brands over a decade, hitting 10K per month in affiliate revenue in under 4 months. On this call, she is going to be walking through the exact playbook behind that number, budget, timeline, roster size, etc., the whole thing. If you stick around after, there's a live Q&A. Bring your programs to directors specifically, plus every attendee walks away with a resource to keep going. After the call ends, it is Thursday, August 20th coming up. Go grab your spot, talk with the Sati team. Many thanks for them being part of the show. Your CX team is buried in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70 to 80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for the exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest end to end. If you're paying humans $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like. Ridge did this, cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000, and 50% autonomous resolution in 30 days guaranteed, or your money back. Go to richpanel.com, book your demo today. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part. LeBron James has launched a YouTube channel. Did you know this?
No. Oh, man.
This just came out.
What is it about? It's just like content from the last 15 years?
This first video is just about him and the boys going on a golfing trip, 3v3 scramble, 10-year anniversary of the Cleveland Cavaliers championship run that they won.
So like day in the life of LeBron now kind of vibe.
Day in the life of LeBron now. It already has, let's see, how many subscribers does he have? It's first video. How many subscribers does he have? What are we looking at? Yeah, 480,000 subscribers.
1.6 million views in the 2 days.
1.6 million views. I want you to see the first minute of this, and then we can stop it after the first minute, Jack. But I am asserting here, after watching this, he may be even more valuable after his career is done as a creator. I'm putting that out there. I'm putting that out there. Let's play this.
Value here?
Let's watch this, producer Jack. Give us the first minute, and then we'll stop and react.
Did y'all get that on camera? God. Today, we're going to do a 3v3 scramble.
Can you imagine Michael Jordan doing this? I mean, this would be like so cool to see, right?
Channing is cooking our ass today.
I think all these guys are on some sort of weird, nice behavior. I don't think this is how it goes normally. If MJ was out there, nobody would be nice.
That's true.
Well, yeah, 100%.
LeBron's got a little gray in the beard, too.
Ooh, yeah, he really does. It's real
Bring your
gray.
kid to work day.
He is, no, he's skinny. Big dude. I like that bearded look on him now.
It looks good. He looks great.
I
do too.
Downfall.
Good for you, Cleveland!
No, that's the wrong. This is Cleveland. This is for you. Oh my fucking God.
Nice.
Okay, you can stop it here, producer Jack. Here is I'd love to get your reaction on this. You know, we're 2 days in, 1.6 million views, 480,000 subscribers. Like, I was just imagining, like, what if MJ, after he was done, like, actually had a YouTube channel that we like followed, like what he did, like who he was playing with, what he was doing, his travels and everything. Like, I would have subscribed to that. I would have watched it every single day. And especially in light of Savannah Bananas and all of the things, I just wonder if like he continues to be even more valuable after his career is over. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, well, I love the idea of that. I think like the test of time for me personally, if I were watching it, would be like, is this authentic and like how these guys actually are, or is it like some weird contrived version? Because the like little weird like little like snippets that you see about MJ out on his own course, he's like flying drones, dropping beers off in the middle of the green and being crazy. So if we could just get to that version of whatever LeBron's doing, I'm game for that. I would watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
This feels a little A little stage.
I'm just like so deep, MJ. I can't even. You know, like I actually can't imagine a world where I would. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate. That's fun. That's cool that he's doing it and letting people into his life. But it's like it seemed like they had a crew of 15 people out there.
It's fair. That's fair.
I'm like, what about just like one of your guys has his phone just being wild, recording everything you're doing?
Yeah.
That'd be more entertaining, I think.
You know, I do think that he is going to have a camera crew following him, like kind of like The Last Dance a little bit, Last Dance-ish.
Yeah.
You know, interesting. But I just think you know, content.
I just rewatched The Last Dance like 2 weeks ago. It is so good.
It's just so good.
If you haven't rewatched it, rewatch it. It's like easy to forget how good that. We all watched that in a chain of like 8 other Netflix sports documentaries that came out during COVID. I rewatched it. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how amazing this guy is.
Chef's kiss.
Oh man,
it is an incredible documentary.
Oh.
Incredible documentary. Incredible person too. Moving forward to our moment of Zen as we exit the show, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Trend Track. Play it for us, producer Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's really working right now, not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today, Trend Track gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand in the world. From every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email newsletter they send their customers, your direct competitors, the biggest players on the market is all there. All the market data centralized in one place, refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io and get hooked up with them today. Know what's actually working on the internet. Many thanks for Trend Track being part of. As we exit the show, ladies and gentlemen, our moment of Zen. This is the first time ever that 6-foot-tall humanoids have been fighting. And I just bring this up just to show it so that everyone inside of our community can have a moment to, you know, enjoy. Just enjoy, relax, take it in. It does exist. And perhaps it will come more. As we exit the show here, Kyle, we appreciate you joining, co-hosting today, especially in Colin Dougherty's absence. Appreciate your insight, your words of wisdom as we've moved through the show. Final words from you, closing words.
Well, thanks for having me. 1, 2, let's do this in person next time in Austin. Put me on the docket for the first in person. I'm going to do my best not to have nightmares about these robots tonight. But man, I think it's really cool to see everything that's happening in CPG and just to hear some of these like startup stories. I mean, with Jordan coming through and was on a rocket and was like, oh, I got to do another one. What an inspiring story. Very cool.
Very inspiring story. Many thanks to Chris Orzy of Orzy Media joining us at the top of the show. Many thanks to Jason Levin, the Memelord, for coming on here and selling and showing what's going on in the era and the arena of memes. Many thanks to Jordan Menard of Motif Digital and Instant Hydration and the next business that will be coming forth for joining us. Many thanks to my illustrious guest host, Kyle Hency of GoodDay, for being here. Many thanks to Slash, Rock to Aftersell, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Ty, Trend Track, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, and Postscript for making the show possible. Thank you for joining us. We'll clip this up 1,000 times, and we will see you on the timeline. Even better, we will see you tomorrow. See you on the other side.